tradition as disciples, Fred Craddock has the reputation for having been the great storyteller. Another great storyteller of the last generation was the late Brennan Manning. His books were crowded with wonderful stories that informed his understanding of the grace of God. One of the stories he tells was a story about a friend of his, Ed Farrell, a priest in Detroit, Michigan. On his uncle's 80th birthday in Ireland, Ed made the journey to Ireland to be able to celebrate this special day with his favorite uncle. And on the day of his birthday, Brennan said, Ed got up with his uncle before the sun rose, and together they took a walk to the shores of a beautiful lake. And he said they stood there on the lake, on the shore of the lake, and they watched the sun rise. Quiet, simple, without a word spoken between them. And when the sun was fully in the sky, the uncle turned to Ed with a huge smile on his face. And Ed said, "You look really happy, Uncle. Why?" And the uncle said to Ed, he said, "My God is really happy with me. My God loves me so much." That story served the message of Brennan Manning, who wanted Christians to understand that God has unambiguous love for us. God has extravagant love for us. It's a story that I think biblically is rooted in the first thing that we hear God say to Jesus Christ on the day of his baptism. When Jesus came up from the waters, the Gospels tell us, the Spirit of God descended and alighted on Jesus, and a voice was heard by Jesus that said, "You are my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." I believe those words apply to Jesus, and because we belong to Jesus, I believe they also apply to us. When do we feel beloved by God? When do we have that deep feeling of satisfaction, knowing that we make God very happy, that he is delighted in us, that he loves us without exception? When we make that discovery, I believe that we have arrived at the heart of the gospel.